Hello and welcome to Just Hoops.
Here's Gallinari coming back. It's a long time for Giannis to stand at the foul line. And now the count.
No, he did it again. And this one wasn't close at all as well. Barely touched the net.
In today's video, we're going to talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his evolution from the free throw line. He had struggles last year in the playoffs especially, and now this year he's shooting 72% from the line, and he's just had an overall evolution throughout his career from the charity stripe, and we're going to start this video by talking about his rookie season as a free throw shooter. The 18-year-old Giannis Antetokounmpo had ups and downs from the charity stripe. We're going to take a look first at his form before we really dive into numbers. You'll see as he lifts, it was a two-motion jumper. He held at the top of his shot before extending toward the rim. Another thing was that when he started earlier in his career, he was further off of the foul line, and then he ended up going to the line very close. He, as a form, you'll see in this clip right here against the Magic, he really did make that two motions. He brought it back behind his forehead and then up toward the rim, almost a fling. As the season progressed, he got better as a free throw shooter and started implementing more of a one-motion shot. His ability over time to change this shot as a rookie and develop more one-motion smooth jumper was huge in his progression and eventually led to a 76 and 77% shooting during the 16-17 and 17-18 season. Now, let's dive into the struggles, especially in last year's playoffs.
Us early in the playoffs how he went about 13 straight games where he didn't even use his challenge and decided he needed to change the way he did it. His analytical people telling him about, hey, it's okay to use it early in the game. Most coaches want to save it, but often you never use it. And a 10-second violation called on Antetokounmpo. That's his second time in the playoffs.
That clip versus Brooklyn is just one example of some of the struggles he had, from holding the ball for over 10 seconds to fans doing the countdown to just overall shooting at a very low clip, shooting 58% in the postseason. He shot 68% during last season, but really struggled in the playoffs. I don't know if it was confidence, I don't know if it was form, but at the end of the day, I can only break it down from my perspective. As you watch these clips, he was inconsistent with his routine. You'll see that in some clips, it's 4 dribbles, 3 dribbles, 5 dribbles, 6 dribbles. Sometimes he takes a minute before getting the ball to work on his form, really break it down. His struggles from a form perspective were that sometimes he stayed off balance, other times he was more toward the rim, other times he was shooting straight up in the air, really trying to get arc, but he was just all over the place. He had no assurity in his ability and in himself that you can see throughout these clips that there's just differences. There's fundamental differences in his jump shot throughout the playoffs last year that led to just inconsistency and unsuccessfulness. There were some successes that you can see that when he had a one motion shot, when he extended toward the rim and took his time, he made free throws. He had the ability to make these, especially he made them in clutch time situations on a pretty consistent basis. So you saw that he had the ability, but it didn't unlock fully for him until he gained the confidence in himself. I believe that free throws are a mainly mental thing in basketball, and when you shake and don't have that assurity in your ability, in yourself, that is when struggles can occur. So now let's look at his successes starting in the NBA Finals. To set the stage, it's NBA Finals Game 6, up 3-2 on the Phoenix Suns. He shot 17 of 19 from the line in this game, and ever since, he hasn't looked back. His ability to knock down free throws at the biggest moments of his career might have proved to be a bolstering part for him at this part of his game. As we get into this season, you'll see that there's consistency in his form. He has a consistent routine, he rises up, It is a fluid one motion shot, more so than the two motion from earlier in his career. And when he struggled, he would flow. He has good rhythm to his shot. He gets good arc. He has great touch that when it does touch the rim, has a pretty good shot at going in. On his misses, they tend to be back rim. So as a shooter, that's what you're looking for. Those back rim misses are big time if you're going to miss a shot rather than left or right or short. He always takes his time in a good way. He's not overdoing it. Fans aren't cheering at him and counting down 10 seconds. This newfound consistency where he has the same routine, takes the same timing, that is huge for shooters, especially in these situations where you're set, you're taking your time, you're focusing, you're gathering yourself, and being successful. The story of his free throws has been massive throughout his career, and this season he's stepping up to the plate and being a big-time player in these moments to help his team win games. The Bucks just won 50 games last night versus the Boston Celtics, and they look to make a run in the NBA Finals again. And a big part of this possible run will be Giannis' ability to step up to the stripe, take his time, knock down free throws, and be consistent in the manner in which he shoots them. Having confidence also in this is a major reason why he's improved dramatically in this part of his game. To conclude the video, Giannis is one of the most extremely powerful and dominant players when attacking downhill, creating contact for himself, and he's just a freak of nature, no pun intended for the Greek freak, at drawing a lot of fouls. When he's in the paint, he's a physical force that gets down there, gets dirty, gets physical, and makes plays through contact. So he gets to the line a lot. He has had struggles throughout his career at the penalty stripe, but he's having a really quality season at the free throw line, and his ability to make free throws was huge in their championship run last year and was the biggest story of their playoffs. Now, this season, if the Bucks want to win another championship, Giannis has to continue to evolve in his jump shot, evolve at the free throw line, and continue to be an efficient free throw shooter for them to repeat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as I talked about Giannis and his free throw struggles and his evolution as a free throw shooter. For more content like this, please like, subscribe, and share, and we will catch you guys in the next one.